Tonight, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Cincinnati. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Cincinnati's offense takes the field, and leading the way for the reigning AFC champs is last season's comeback player of the year, a man who needs no introduction, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow could have won Comeback Player of the Year last season simply for his statistics. 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns through the air. But he brought the entire Bengal organization on a comeback after 5 straight losing seasons. First with a division title, then an unexpected AFC title, and led the team to their 3rd Super Bowl ever. And he had them less than 2 minutes away from winning it for the first time. Keep an eye on Joey B. He expects to bring a Super Bowl title to Cincinnati in the near future.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here we go. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber to punt it away. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the Southpaw in his 3rd season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
For the 2nd consecutive season, Tua is a starter and Miami is a team. Both had winning records, but missed the playoffs. His numbers, they weren't terrific. Only 2,600 yards and 16 touchdowns against 10 interceptions. But he also overcame fractured ribs early in the season to return and play well down the stretch. And don't forget, when he did come back, he led Miami to 6 straight wins, which kept them in the playoff race.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Looking to pass. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
One of the showstoppers in the league. A nice catch there by Tyreek Hill. How about this for a statistic? 6 seasons, 6 Pro Bowls, and this guy continues to be one of the game-breaking players in the NFL. Now using his speed down south in Miami after his first 6 years in Kansas City.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Down, number 32.
On play action, here's Tua. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running. And
he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 31, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins, 41 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Running the counter with Mostert. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Tua. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Tua now on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready. Black 40.
Tua now on 1st down. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Tua to throw again. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. 18 big yards on that one and a Miami first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
ready. 33, yellow.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Down. 10 black.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Here we go. Start. 180. Nice hot. Start.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
Set. Ready. Blue 32. Ready. Go.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Set. Go.
Here's Tua. It's Hill, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
With the set.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From the 10. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Set. 60 red. 60 red. Stand. Cut. Set. Cut.
On second down, Michelle. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Got to think that Michelle looks back on his trade to LA last season fondly. Getting to start again, he ended up picking up 845 yards and, just as importantly, won the second Super Bowl ring of his career.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second and 2. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Down. 33. Yellow.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On the Jets sweep, here comes Waddle. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second and a couple, Tua. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to give the call and the 15 yards against them.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. The 2 are going to try and throw for it, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Here we go. 180.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
180.
From From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Right?
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now Burrow. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
McPherson on for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Come on, set. Red 38.
Tua going to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A run with Mostert up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ready.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 76 yards rushing now for Mostert as he picks up a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Down to a knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.